Well, we have time now for another bit from where the sidewalk ends for the night. Let's see. Oh, and yesterday I learned that there was more to this poem, so we're going to start it all over again. Melinda May. Have you heard of tiny Melinda May, who ate a monstrous whale? She thought she could, she said she would, so she started in right at the tail. And everyone said, "You're much too small," but that didn't bother Melinda at all. She took little bites, she chewed very slowly, just like a good girl should. And in 99 years, she ate that whale because she said she would. Well, that took a while. The little blue engine looked up at the hill. His light was weak, his whistle was shrill. He was tired and small, and the hill was tall. And his face blushed red as he softly said, "I think I can, I think I can, I think I can." So he started up with a chug and a strain, and he puffed and he pulled with might and main. And slowly he climbed a foot at a time, and his engine coughed as he whispered soft, "I think I can, I think I can, I think I can." With a squeak and a creak and a toot and a sigh, with an extra hope and an extra try, he would not stop. Now he neared the top, and strong and proud he cried out loud, "I think I can, I think I can, I think I can." He was almost there when crash, smash, bash, he slid down and smashed into engine hash on the rocks below, which goes to show if the track is tough and the hill is rough, thinking you can just ain't enough. Afraid of the dark. I'm Reginald Clark, and I'm afraid of the dark, so I always insist on the light on, and my teddy to hug, and my blanket to rub, and my thumbie to suck or bite on. And 3 bedtime stories, 2 trips to the toilet, 2 prayers, and 5 hugs from my mommy. I'm Reginald Clark, and I'm afraid of the dark, so please don't close this book on me. Oh, Reginald, I think you'll be just fine. Hungry Mungry. Hungry Mungry sat at supper, took his knife and spoon and fork, ate a bowl of mushroom soup, ate a slice of roasted pork, ate a dozen stewed tomatoes, 27 deviled eggs, 15 shrimps, 9 baked potatoes, 32 fried chicken legs, a shank of lamb, a boiled ham, 2 bowls of grits, some black-eyed peas, 4 chocolate shakes, 8 angel cakes, 9 custard pies with Munster cheese, 10 pots of tea, and after he'd eaten all he was able, he poured some broth on the tablecloth and ate the kitchen table. His parents said, "Oh, Hungry Mungry, stop these silly jokes." Mungry opened up his mouth and gulp, he ate his folks. And when he went and ate his house and all the bricks and wood, and then he ate up all the people in the neighborhood. Up came 20 angry policemen shouting, "Stop and cease." Mungry opened up his mouth and gulp, he ate the police. Soldiers came with tanks and gun, and Mungry, "They can't harm me." Said Mungry, "They can't harm me." He just smiled and licked his lips and ate the U.S. Army. The president sent all his bombers. Mungry was still calm, but his head lacked. He put his head back, gulped the planes, and gobbled up the bomb. Hey, Zemo. He ate his town, he ate the city, and he ate. You got to get down. You got to get down. There. Up, up, up. You going to do it? No. All right, not going to work. If you're not going to settle down, you can lay down over here. There you go. All right. Let's see where we're at. 8, gulped the plains and gobbled up the bomb. He ate his town and ate the city and ate and ate and ate. And then he said, I'll eat the whole United States. And so he ate Chicago first and munched the water tower. And then he chewed on Pittsburgh, but he found it rather sour. He ate New York and Tennessee and all of Boston town, then drank the Mississippi River just to wash it down. And when he'd eaten every state, each puppy, boy, and girl, he wiped his mouth upon his sleeve and went to eat the world. He ate the Egypt pyramids and every church in Rome and all the grass in Africa and all the ice in Nome. He ate each hill in green Brazil, and then to make things worse, he decided for dessert he'd eat the universe. He started with the moon and stars, and soon as he was done, he gulped up the clouds, he sipped up the wind and gobbled up the sun. And sitting there in the cold, dark air, he started to nibble his feet, then his legs, then his hips, then his neck, then his lips, till he sat there and just gnashing. Zemo, no, you don't sit still. If you sat still, you could stay. Zemo's being so difficult. He started to nibble his feet, and then his legs, and then his hips, then his neck, then his lips, till he sat there just gnashing his teeth, 'cause nothing was nothing, was nothing, was nothing, was nothing left to eat. My beard grows to my toes. I never wear no clothes. I wraps my hair around my bear, and down the road I goes. Mary, no one's hanging stockings up. No one's baking pie. No one's looking up to see a new star in the sky. No one's talking brotherhood. No one's giving gifts. And no one loves a Christmas tree on March the 25th. Well, okay. The search. I went to find the pot of gold that's waiting where the rainbow ends. I searched and searched and searched and searched and searched and searched and searched, and then there it was, deep in the grass, under an old twisty bough. It's mine, it's mine, it's mine at last. What do I search for now? Oh, these are the extra poems. Where the Sidewalk Ends, the 30th anniversary, the special edition poems. Man, and I didn't remember some of the ones I read already. Oh my goodness. Let's see what we got here for new. All right, truth about turtles. Turtles really have long legs, but they don't stretch them out until it's very late at night, and then they run about, racing over hill and field until morning comes, and then they curl them back inside their shells and crawl around again. That's silly. Oops. Down, upside, out come all poems my found I can't put but try do I round all them turn not can I down upside out come all poems my. I'm going to think about this for a minute. Let's see. Let's try it the other way. My poems all come out upside down. I cannot turn them all around. I do try, but can't I found. My poems all come out upside down. Well, that makes a difference. Mr. Grumpled Ump's song. Everything's wrong. days are too long, sunshine's too hot, wind is too strong. Clouds are too fluffy, grass is too green, ground is too dusty, sheets are too clean. Stars are too twinkly, moon is too high, water's too drippy, sand is too dry. Rocks are too heavy, feathers too light. Kids are too noisy, shoes are too tight. Folks are too happy, singing their songs. Why can't they see it? Everything's wrong. A naked hippo. Well, all hippo. Well, okay, let's see. Let's make a pair of pants for the poor old hippopotamus to cover his hide once we decide exactly how big his bottom is. Who's taller? Depends on if the judge is fair. Depends on how high the heels you wear. Depends on if they count the hair. Depends if they allow the chair. Monsters. There are hungry monsters under my bed, growling at me 'cause they haven't been fed. That's what Harry McGilly said. His father just smiled and said, "Oh, fraidy cat Harry, monsters are just imaginary." But Harry McGilly cried all night. There are hungry monsters, I know I'm right. So to prove that Harry was silly, under the bed crawled Mr. McGilly. Harry heard a chomp, and he heard a slurp, and he heard a gulp, and he heard a burp. And now little Harry sleeps sound in his bed, 'cause there are no monsters, as his father said. And if there are, well, they've been fed. Weightliftress. Nancy Bates can lift those weights as well as any feller. If you don't think it's ladylike, then go up and tell her. Don't tell me. Please don't tell me I should hug. Don't tell me I should care. Don't tell me how grand I'd feel if I'd learned to stare. If I just learned to share. Don't say it's all right to cry. Be kind, be fair, be true. Just let me see you do it, and then I might do it too. Tencycle. If you pedal, you pump. If you bump on your rump, you're sweating and ready to cuss when you're riding a bicycle built for 10 and the other 9 took the bus. Unfunny jester. The jester told a silly joke. The king just frowned and nobody spoke. The jester sang a funny song, and the queen asked, "Must it last so long?" The jester did a funny leap. The prince and princess fell asleep. The king looked mad and asked the fool, "Have you been to funny school?" "Yes," said the jester, and hesitated, "but I never graduated." Open, close. Open your mouth and close your eyes, and you might get a big surprise. It might be cake with sugar and spice. It might be 2 blueberry whipped cream pies. It might be a basket of crispy French fries. It might be those muffins your grandmother buys. But wouldn't it be a bit more wise to close your mouth and open your eyes? Gorilla. Ever since I brought my gorilla to school, everyone's nicer to me. The teacher's more pleasant, the kids bring me presents, and the principal serves me bran muffins and tea. If I'm tardy, they say, "Oh, don't worry." If I'm absent, they don't give a hoot. If my desk is a mess, or I'm sloppily dressed, or I snooze on my desk, or I cheat on a test, they say, "Isn't that cute?" I don't know my lessons, I just take a guess, and whatever I guess, the teacher screams out, "That's right!" A big bully stick. A big bully slick has been staying home sick, afraid I'll trick him right into a fight. I'm welcome to munch upon anyone's lunch, and I just was voted most clever and cool. Though I chewed gum and play my report cards all A's since the day I first brought my gorilla to school. And that is the end of the story. And he's saying thank you to everybody that helps him. And then this drawing is, this pen is almost out of ink, but I still think I have enough. I think, out of ink. No more stories. All right. And that is the end of the book. Huh. Good night, puppets.